everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about No Eyes, specifically his design. From starting out as Hamishtubbie as a Slendytubby to growing into a separate thing, No Eyes has had his fair share of appearances in Slendytubbie's Maze Inc. media, just like how he was somewhat there when it started. Today I'll be showing you versions of No Eyes up until now. Also, I made another video on his timeline, so feel free to check it out. Anyways, let's just get right into it. On December 11th, 2019, Hamishtubbie drew a picture of him in Slendytubbies 3 on one of the many boards in Val Art Academy, and thus No Eyes was born! Well, not really. At the time he was called Hamishtubbie Horror, which was used as his name in Slendytubbies Maze as well. So, the first ever game No Eyes appeared in was Slendytubbies Maze. It's a game series where basically what you do is solve puzzles in a maze while various Slendytubbies roam around. You have to unlock some kind of door to let the story progress. One of the Slendytubbies in the first game is Hamishtubbie Horror. He appeared in Slendytubbies Maze 1, 2, and 3. In the third game, he's a giant spider monster that has 3 heads. In the second game, he had a third eye. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and he appeared in Slendytubbies Maze Classic. But I don't want to get into that yet. No Eyes was made about a year or a few months after Slendytubbies Maze was. You can see how No Eyes' model changes quite a bit. He now has a toothed grin, lips, he's taller, and his feet. The old model was shorter, had a big open smile and no teeth, and no feet. In Slendytubbies The Evil Team, the objective is to find 4 photos to unlock a door while avoiding all Slendytubbies that roam around. Hamishtubbie Horror 3 was used in this game, as well as a new Hamishtubbie Horror model. Slendytubbies The Devil World was similar to Slendytubbies in almost every way possible. You could collect 10 custards while being chased by a Slendytubby, almost like Slendytubbies Maze. It had 6 or 4 levels and featured Hamishtubbie Horror, preferably the third one. And also, a new Hamishtubbie Horror. This one was big and it had a third eye, but it also had 3 lines on its chest. This one only was featured in Slendytubbies The Devil World. So, how was No Eyes' model made? Well, what must have happened was that Hamishtubbie added the lips and teeth over the old Hamishtubbie Horror mouth. Or he redid the mouth entirely by putting black circles behind the mouth instead of 2. In No Eyes Chapter 2, No Eyes has a beast model where he has spikes all over his back and some on his hands and limbs, like No Eyes Felicia. The No Eyes Chapter 3 model is a complete new model. The knife on this one has a curve, and the mouth and eye holes have even more depth. No Eyes even has a throat in this one. The body and limbs are all made by putting 2 circles on the outside and then a bunch on the inside. So, this model right here, the new No Eyes model, if you will, the only released new one. It's clearly a really big step up from the last models, sort of, because the No Eyes Chapter 3 model, it was getting very close to this kind of level. But one thing that I see that's similar between these two models, the Chapter 3 model and this model, is that they both utilize a lot of circles, like a lot. Like in the face, in the face you can see very clear signs. Okay, so the newest No Eyes remodeled one, and you might think, oh, but there's only one. Well, there's not. There's actually 2 of them. There's the one that was used in the remastered, or the remake, and then the one that's being used for, I think, No Eyes Chapter 4, and also all of the No Eyes remakes. So I'm just gonna do a comparison before I talk more about the remake. But in this newest remake version, you can see that the body's more thinner and it's smoother, and also the arms got smoothed out as well. Because in the old model, there was a lot of circles clumped together, but that was all filtered out with the newer model. So yeah. So the No Eyes evolution. Where do we start? Well, he started out as Hamishtubbie Horror, and then he turned into this new model where we are now, with the No Eyes Chapter 4 model, or No Eyes Remastered model. And yeah, tell me in the comments to see if I should do this again. I have plans for other videos, and yeah, bye-bye.